What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny. And one of the things that I see around the community is a collective outcry for Bungie to scale up the Year 1 raids, Glass, and Crota to Year 2 enemy power levels, since there's not really a lot of endgame activities in Year 2 when you compare it to Year 1. Especially since the King's Fall challenge mode has now come back to the War Priest. And yeah. It's not a new challenge. It seems that challenge mode actually recycles back around to the first challenges, and nothing has changed. So those of you guys out there that want to do the War Priest challenge mode, all you're gonna have to do is kill him with using different aura holders, same as a couple weeks ago, which is kind of a shame, because the challenge modes could be the perfect opportunity to bring back players by saying something like, this week's challenge mode will take you into the Vault of Glass for a special level 42 challenge mode raid. And you toss the icon off to the side of the Vault of Glass like they do with the special versions of missions that you need to complete. Perfect example would be Zyor, the unwed version of Fogoth, when you're doing a Year 1 Thorn bounty. You know how you gotta go to the summoning pits and it has an actual different icon off to the side to denote that it's not the same and you're not gonna get the same loot. They could have done something cool and awesome with that, but instead they chose to just recycle it around. But at least those that missed out on the first week of challenge mode will now have a nice and easy way to grab some highlight level loot over the holiday break this week. But while we're waiting for Bungie to do something cool, new, and excited with the challenge mode and Destiny in general, let's talk about how they can still make the Year 1 raids relevant without actually scaling the raids. Now, I know you guys want them to scale the raids, but they're not gonna, because, let's be honest, Bungie wants to keep Year 1 weapons in Year 1. They have made this painfully obvious by going through all the steps that they've gone through to phase out all Year 1 weapons in the game. So, if Bungie were to go ahead and scale the raids to 42, most people going into a level 42 version of that raid are going to expect to see Year 2 versions of that loot pool. Bungie don't want that. Bungie don't want that at all. What Bungie wants is the raids to be there as a progression system, a stepping stone, while leveling up from a brand new character, because whether you like it or not, as older players go to play other games, there will be newer players cycling into Destiny because they're going to be getting it for the holidays. And Bungie has gone through a lot of trouble in Year 2 to reorder the entire story missions of the game to kind of make sense and give players a seamless leveling and progression. And the raids are part of that. It's something that as Year 1 players, we don't really appreciate or get to appreciate or notice, because it doesn't apply to us. We didn't get this experience when playing through Destiny the first time. However, that does not mean that the raids shouldn't still be useful to Year 2 players. In fact, one of the coolest things about Year 1 raids is that they offer elemental primary weapons as rewards. That's something that is painfully missing in Year 2 weapons and endgame rewards. We have the Zalo Supercell. That's the only Year 2 elemental primary weapon at the moment, but Bungie has said the reasoning for this is that they don't want to see people using only elemental weapons, and they want to promote a larger variety of guns being used. That's cool, I get that, because in Year 1 there's only a handful of weapons that actually were elemental, so people felt pigeonholed into actually using them. However, Year 2 has proven that no matter what Bungie does, elemental or non-elemental, there will always be a weapon meta for a large portion of the community, and there will always be a top 2 or 3 guns that will be widely used on a daily and regular basis by a large portion of the said Destiny community. So instead of just making, a certain handful of weapons in the loot pool elemental like year 1 and risking people gravitating towards just one gun, I thought it would be a cool idea to make the year 1 raids relevant again by allowing us to infuse elements into our current legendary primaries by infusing a year 1 elemental primary into the gun to absorb the element. So say you want your Hawksaw to be Arc, you would go and infuse the Hawksaw with the Fatebringer, boom! Arc Hawksaw, giving everyone a reason to want to go back through Vault of Glass, or maybe you want to go visit Crota's stankin' ass for a chance to grab one of those Word of Crota hand cannons for some void elemental infusion, absorption, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This way, the current raids and endgame drops would reward you with light progression. So doing King's Fall and Trials of Osiris would give you light, while doing year 1 raids would reward you with utilitarian weapon progression. And shit, you could even give use to Etheric Light once again and toss some of that shit in Oryx's and Trials Rub-a-Dub-Tub loot pool, and you have a perfect endgame design loop. You level up from 1 all the way through 30 to 40. You do the year 1 raids along the way. As you're leveling to 40, once you hit 40, you do Oryx and the Trials to gain Etheric Light, and then you use that Etheric Light to go back into the year 1 raids to get elemental weapons to infuse into your new bad boy toys now. How fucking cool would that be? So, my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it, because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Tell me in the comment section down below. Do you like this endgame design loop? Would you go back to do year 1 raids, even if they weren't scaled in level, at a chance to get some elemental weapons to infuse into the ones that you're currently using? Would that pry your ass away from Black Ops 3, Fallout 4, actually have a fun reason to go back and do all these activities? Or are you just like, nope, fuck it, gotta collect bottle caps and adhesive, all the adhesive? Tell me in the comment section down below. My name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Ooh, back. Did I mention that adhesive is